Hello fellow Minecraft fans, welcome back to another episode of Mythcraft with me, Mythology5. Today I'm just going to be going through some quick screenshots I grabbed during the Minecraft Live that occurred today, which is October 3rd, I believe, of 2020, and this is just a quick video to just show what is in the upcoming update, in case you missed it, and just my thoughts on what's going on. So this first image is of a lush cave, I think is what they're calling it, and it's just a new type of cave generation that is being made. I really like the foliage and stuff. It's going to be interesting to see it. It's pretty similar to some of the cave biomes we have in that cave biomes data pack that we've seen before. Here's another cave generation type, which I think is absolutely incredible. I love all the open space, but it is going to be very interesting to see how this is actually going to function because of the world height. Because if the caves are like this and there's more than one on top of each other, the entire world is going to be just hollow, pretty much, which is going to be interesting. But I absolutely love what's going on with all of this and all the caves going off in every direction. It's just really, really cool. Here's a picture. It's kind of blurry because of the, I don't know, whatever happened with the screenshot, but the water caves that they have, and I really, really like the shape of it. It's kind of cool that they have it like that, and they said that there are different water levels for different caves, so this one has a lot underwater, but if later in the clip they go up above, I definitely recommend checking out what actually happened in the video. But yeah, that's that. Then this is another cave, and you can see here what I was talking about with the water level that's there, which I think it's just so cool to see these giant, super open caves with all the big pillars and everything. It's exactly what I would love to see from caves, and what we're going to be seeing, which is really, really exciting. Next we have another one where the cave level above had a higher water level, so there's a bunch of waterfalls going down through the whole thing, and you can see down below the big open caves that they're falling into with all the giant stalagmites at the bottom, but they're not actual stalagmites, really, because they're actual stalagmites coming to the game as well, which is, I think, probably like the next image or something. Here we can see another one of those. So cool how big it is, but again, I'm just wondering how it's going to actually fit with everything, like the world height the way it is. Yeah, here are those stalactites and stalagmites that we saw before in the video. Well, actually, you haven't seen them if you haven't seen the video, but you can see the stalagmites down here, stalactites up there. Really interesting. I don't know what's going on with the light up there, but it's just really, really cool. There might be too many, would be my only thought on this. It's just a bit excessive, maybe, but still really, really cool looking. I love the lava down below with the giant caves. Just larger caves is going to make it just so much cooler. Here's another picture of that. You can see the cave height again. And then here was the I think they were like spore thingy-bobbers, I don't remember what they're called, but they can be used for redstone. They detect like motion and block placement and movement and stuff like that. They're really cool. They can transmit redstone signals, it seems, so that's going to be really interesting to see how that goes. And there's a bunch of weird blocks down here that we don't really know much about, but it's just really, really cool that this kind of stuff is being added. The monster, the warden that they're adding, is really interesting. It looks like it can make the area a lot darker, because as we saw in the last one, it's really bright, but then all the torch's light is just lowered a ton, and then we see this thing, which definitely, again, recommend going and checking out the actual footage of this, just because it's really, really cool what it does, and I just really like this mob. Next we have the goats, which were obviously from last year's vote, and the mountains won, which was great. That's the one I wanted to win, and I'm happy it did. And now we get these goats, which can jump a lot. It's kind of funny, and they can knock stuff off cliffs and stuff. Going to be very interesting to see exactly what they are like. The mountains are beautiful. I love them. I'm so happy with what's happening in all of this. And like, if you look at the clouds down there, that's like Y128 or so. So like, that is absolutely massive. I cannot wait to see these. It's gonna be so cool. But yeah, that's just incredible. Cannot wait. Then we have the crystal, like geode area that they were talking about, and these crystals, they were saying that they can only generate on certain like unmovable blocks, so I'm not sure if they're talking about these or what they are, but you cannot get them very easily apparently, so this is going to be similar. They described it as being kind of similar to a mob spawner, where you can't move it, so you have to like set up the farm there if you want to use it, and the crystals can be used to make telescopes, which is just going to be basically what Optifine does, except with a more limited view. So don't know what that's going to exactly, if it's going to add anything different in that regard or what, but we'll see. And I think these are also made with copper, which is the next addition, and it has, obviously, this is what it looks like, and it can be used to make blocks like this, and unlike the other ore block material things, they can actually be made into stairs and slabs, which is really cool. I don't know if they're going to be making it so that the iron blocks and everything can also be made into stairs and slabs. That would be absolutely incredible, but right here you can see that, and they have this really weird like orangey color, and then after a long time they become this like greenish color, but the interesting part of that is I'm wondering how long it's actually going to take for that to happen, because it looked like it was going to be a long time, but like when you play Minecraft for, like in my world for example, I've been in the game for 16 days of game time, so if it's only a little while, then it'll be pretty quick that it'll go to this green color, so I hope they can make it like kind of extendable. That'd be pretty cool. And then they have the lightning rod, and this screenshot got blinded by the lightning, but that just makes it so that the lightning hits that instead of the roof, because if you have like a wooden roof or a wool roof and you don't have fire tick off, then it can burn down your whole house. And so that's a cool addition. Don't know if it's going to have any other special abilities that'll be useful if you don't have lightning or something, but we'll see. And then the bundle is a thing of inventory management, which is something that Xumavoid had wanted earlier this year. He was talking about, I think it was just in the past month, about potentially having shulker box enchantments, but instead they have added this, which is interesting, and it's going to be able to, like, you can take all the different resources and just put a ton into it. It looked as though the storage might be a little bit low, but we're going to, I guess, just have to see with that, because this is a stack of wood that they had just put into it, and I feel like it was like 2/3 full at that point, so it's going to be interesting in that regard. But it will be able to grab, I think, just like if you have one of like 50 different items, you can fit all of those in it, even though they're all different types, so it's based on the quantity rather than what object they actually are, which is a really interesting concept. Next we have this kind of archaeology system that they're adding with brushes, where they can get rid of like gravel and dirt and stuff to reveal stuff inside. Not exactly sure how this mechanic is going to work yet, but again, I recommend you go check out the video. This is just my thoughts on it, so I'm not going to actually put in the real videos itself, because I won't be able to give it justice to what actually was going on in there, and it'll just take too much time to re-show all the videos that they already showed. So yeah, really cool. Get stuff like that. I don't know if this is going to be in only these dig sites that the blocks are going to have stuff in it. Otherwise, it would be really interesting if you can just like go find random gravel and find like diamond blocks in it. That would be absolutely crazy, but I don't know. And with that, like, if you had a gravel farm from piglins and they all can do that, then that would mean you actually could have renewable diamonds. So that would probably be an issue. I hope it's not that they do that, but at the same time, it'd be kind of interesting if they did that. Next they have more to the archaeology is that you can find little clay shards in it and put those on vases and then make the vases like solidified, and then you can put those at different places and you can actually change the design on them. This was the programmer art, I think they said, so it's not final, but really interesting stuff there. When they said archaeology though, I was really hoping it was going to be like more fossil based stuff, so maybe we'll see some of that added. We already have fossils in the game, so it would be really cool if they just add more of that, but at the same time we don't just want Minecraft to be Jurassic World, so or Jurassic Park would be a better thing to say, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that, but it's a really cool mechanic. There's just so much that they're adding. And next we have the axolotl, which is the other mob that they revealed, and it is a little sea creature that you can find in water areas in the lush caves, it looks like. I'm not sure where else you'll be able to find it, but we'll see. And they can just do axolotl things, apparently. They are really cool, and they're super cute. You can catch them in buckets and make little armies of them, and they can attack other water creatures because they're predators, and when they get damaged, they play dead and stuff stops attacking them. It's a really cool mechanic, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else we can do with these little fellas. And finally, the glow squid won the mob vote, which was very unexpected. Everyone thought it was going to be the isolager, but I think the reveal that the glow squid actually will be able to like mesmerize stuff was a really big factor in why it won. And yeah, I'm good with it winning. It's going to be really cool to see it in the caves and stuff with all of them glowing underwater in those giant big lakes and stuff that there were. So it's just going to be really cool to see that in the game, and I'm happy with that. And that is it for what I went over just today and what they talked about in Minecraft Live. And yeah, definitely recommend going and checking out the Minecraft Twitter page where they posted pretty much everything, and the actual Minecraft Live video itself, where I got all of these screenshots. And yeah, I am really looking forward to this update, which they said is coming out in summer of 2021, which is very far away, which is sad, but it's still going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you enjoyed, and please let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And I'll talk to you later. Have a nice day. Bye.